guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my top 6 books of 2020. These are the books that I read in 2020 that I think are the best books that I read this year. Disclaimer, as always, if these books are on this list and you didn't like them, too bad. I love them. Or I love like 2 of these. The rest of them are great. Are good, but not great. So, speaking of that, my meter for this is good, good, but not great, great, and then the greatest. So that's how I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to start off with the first book that I read this year, which is in the good category. Save the Cat writes a novel by Jessica Brody. This is the writer's version of the original Save the Cat writes a screenplay by, I forgot his name. I'll probably put it up here, maybe. If you guys didn't know or don't follow me on Instagram, I am a writer. I write new adult political fantasy, which is how I describe it, is Game of Thrones without the magic. It's just politics, and it's kingdoms and queens and monarchies, stuff that I love, and I write that, and this really helped me out a lot. This book has the Save the Cat beat sheet method. It's really famous. I forgot which author-tuber did a whole video. Many author-tubers did videos on Save the Cat, but there's I think I really want to say your name is Cat something, and she did like a whole doing Save the Cat video that I watched. So but this is like really instrumental if you want to start writing. This has references to many other books, and it's just a great read. The next book that is on the next 3 books are on the good, not great category, and the first one for that is The Beautiful Pretender by Melanie Dickerson. This is about a servant who gets poised as her runaway mistress, who is a princess who runs away with a knight or something, and she gets forced to pose as the princess to attend the Margrave of Thornbeck's bride ball, and chaos ensues, confusion ensues, love ensues. Why is this on good but not great? This book really reminded me of the Selection series by Kira Cass. I have no intention of reading the Selection, but from what I've heard, this reminds me a lot of it. It also reminds me of The Bachelorette and The Bachelor and the Housewives series. There's a whole a girl fight and jealousy, and it's really petty, and it's really stupid. That, and also and for that it kind of puts it on this list, and the ending is, I won't say a cop out, but it's basically, okay guys, spoilers. The ending is basically emperor or the mayor or someone comes to stop pretty much this fight that occurs. It's basically a war that occurs. And the mayor kind of like treats it as like a principal would between two kids that are fighting, and it's really stupid. But this is a good book if you just want to pass the time, and if you like just ended the selection series and you're just like, I want more of that like kind of candy, even though I know I'll probably get sick of it by the end, but I'm on a sugar high. This is the book for you. The second book in the good but not great is Onyx and Ivory by Mindy Arnett. I raved about this book on my author slash bookstagram, and I gave it a 4-star read. A 4-star rating, and yeah, that is because of some repetitive character thoughts, and the conclusion and the climax kind of got muddled. I mean, the climax was great. It's just the after the climax kind of got muddled, and I don't really remember it. This is about a girl who is the daughter of a trader, and she has magic powers that is forbidden to be used. It's forbidden for anyone under this like hierarchy to use magic, and so she has to conceal it. But that kind of proves difficult when these demon monster thingies, not demon monster, but like these like shadow monster things start to attack people, and one of the people that they attack is her long not long lost, but like a estranged friend, Prince Corwin, and so she has to end up saving him, and then she ends up participating in helping how to destroy these beasts, and she ends up getting into like a magical rebellion, pretty much. And this book is great. It has great prose, despite some of the repetitiveness. I still think it's great. It's I still haven't. I know that there's a sequel, but I haven't found it yet. And so if any of you guys know where I can find it, that's not Amazon, just let me know. Let me know in the comments. The third and last book on the good but not great list is Dangerous Alliance by Kenneth Cohen. This book is great. However, that did not save it. It being great did not save it from this list, because there is there's a trope in here that I love. I love it when people become hostages, but the way that it happened, it kind of seemed too tropey and too like mustache twirly, and the villain was great. However, he ended up being another mustache twirly Victorian villain, and I feel like there could have been a better way to portray him, because earlier in the book, before the climax, he was not the stereotypical villain. He was the stereotypical abusive husband. I'll get to that in a minute. When I actually explain what this book is, but it just ended up, the villain ended up flat, and I kind of didn't like it, and I kind of didn't like it. This book is about Lady Victoria Aston, and she holds Jane Austen's characters deep. She cherishes Jane Austen's characters as role models, and that comes into her character when she's forced to her own character, when she is forced to marry to save her estate after her sister wants a divorce from her abusive husband. And so romance ensues. Not really political intrigue, but like societal intrigue ensues between Lady Aston and her and her her love interest, whose name I'm forgetting right now. Oh, also another reason why this book is on this list. One character didn't dote enough on the other, and so when they came together, the romance was there, but it never really seemed like the romance lingered enough after that they were apart to make it believable. I still believe that like one character really deeply loved the other. It's just that the other one didn't really reciprocate that away from them. So yeah, but this is still a great read. If you guys don't really like reading Jane Austen like I do, this is a good way to still get some Austen without reading Austen. Okay, so that is the end of my good but not great. Now we're going to get into the great, and the great is A Most Noble Heir by Susan Ann Mason. Isn't that model so adorable? Isn't he adorable? This is about a stable hand who ends up finding out that his father is his miserly, vicious employer at the estate. And things go awry when he wants to marry his love interest, Hannah, who is a servant. But aristocratic expectations will not let that happen, and neither will his father. And so it is a forbidden love between both of them, and it's Nolan trying to just figure out a way to be both noble, to be a nobleman's heir, and still the husband of someone he loves. And the reason why this is on great and not the greatest is because the I think this author writes with religious Christian thematic tones, which I'm not against. It's just that in this it kind of felt too much. I'm sure it wasn't as much as like some of her other books that I've read synopses for, but the character who prays the most is Hannah, and I don't have anything against praying, of course. I was raised Christian, it's fine. But reading a character praying is kind of boring, and so it not even kind of, it is. It's boring, and it's just, yeah. The ending, again, spoiler alert. I did a review of this. I think that's also a spoiler review, but I think that I don't spoil half of it, so check that out. And also check my review out on this on my Instagram. I don't go into the spoilers at all. The ending for this, see, it was predictable. This was also predictable, by the way, the ending. But, excuse me, but for this, there is a villain, another villain in this that I think the author shoehorned in because she forgot that that character was there halfway through the book. And so the villain, the second villain, kidnaps Nolan and Hannah's son and holds him for ransom. And the way that Nolan gets him back was kind of quick, and I kind of didn't like how quick that ended up being. And yeah, that's the reason why this on this list. The thing that I did love the most about this is that there's this trope that I love, and I cannot, and it is so hard to find, but this trope of the villain threatening a main character's loved one in front of the main character, not in front of the love interest, although that also is my favorite. But it's just like fueling, just like seeing the fueling anger and disgust from the main character who feels protective over their loved one who is being threatened. I love it. I love it. It's amazing, and I kind of wish that they did more with that threat though, because I was like just like really interested to see like how far the villain would go to make Nolan his heir, and we saw how far he would go. I just wondered how if he could have gone further by like harming Hannah, would he? And I wish that was in the book, but it's not. So this is why this is on the great list, but not the greatest list. And the last one, which is on the greatest list, is a book that I finished last night. Oh, that is The Last Queen by C.W. Gortner. This is about Juana, Queen of Castile, Lana La Loca, Juana the Mad. This historical fiction book is the best historical fiction book I have read this year, besides A Most Noble Heir, but on just like a Tudor historical book tier, this is like this is on my top 3 with Catherine of Aragon, who is her sister, Catherine of Aragon, The True Queen by Alison Weir, and Victoria by Daisy Goodwin. Those 2 books and this book are on my top 3 historical fiction list of all time. This book is in first person, and if you guys know me or heard me say this before, you guys know that I'm not really a fan of first person, but this book made me a fan of historical fiction first person, if it's written the way that this is written. And it actually taught me a lot how to write in first person. Again, I am a writer. I'm trying to learn more about prose and what's it called? Point of view, and this book really helped me with first person point of view writing. This book is about Juana's life from the last days of Queen Isabel and King Ferdinand's take of of the Moor Castle. I odd Undelat, I think it's called. Uh, I forgot what the castle is called, but they take, but Queen Isabel and King Ferdinand, cannot say that name, take Granada in, during the Inquisition of Muslims and Jews, and, well, not really Jews, really just the Muslim, and we see Juana from the last days of that to her being imprisoned by her father in 1507, and it's just a heartbreaking story because Juana goes through so much with her pompous, pampered, a German French-loving husband, and her father who has really no trust or faith in her, and they're both power-hungry men, and it's just infuriating. And we just see her fight and fight and fight, and it's just so heartbreaking. So heartbreaking. History did not do well by Juana. And this is actually, I'm so glad that someone did a historical fiction on her, because I think historical fiction is the best way to get to actual historical. It's the best pathway to get to true history, unless it's like Rain. But even Rain kind of like sparked me to love the Tudor era. So it's, yeah, but historical fiction is the best, and I love it, and I love this book, and you guys should go and watch it. Sorry, you guys should go and read it. And yeah, guys, these are my books of 2020. If you guys want to know where I got these books from, except for The Last Queen, I got A Most Noble Heir and The Beautiful Pretender from Book Outlet, and I got Onyx and Ivory, Dangerous Alliance, and Save the Cat from Barnes and Noble. Please, guys, buy more from Barnes and Noble. They one of my local Barnes and Nobles just closed, and if you could do anything right now, buy from local bookstores, black-owned bookstores, and Barnes and Noble in that order. Guys, have a great day. Do good. Be good. See you guys later.